Celebrities typically tend to marry other celebrities cause they say it's easier or whatever, but I just think it causes more drama. I'm your host Michaela, and today I'll be telling you the top 10 richest celebrities who marry normal people. And make sure to subscribe and hit that bell so you can stay up to date on all our videos. But now let's get started. Number 10, Meryl Streep and Dawn Gummer. Meryl Streep is an American actress, often described as the best actress of her generation. Streep is particularly known for her versatility and accent adaptability. She has received numerous accolades throughout her career, spanning over 5 decades, including a record 21 Academy Award nominations, winning 3, and a record of 32 Golden Globe Award nominations, winning 8. She has also received 2 British Academy Film Awards, 2 Screen Actors Guild Awards, and 3 Primetime Emmy Awards, in addition to nominations for a Tony Award and 6 Grammy Awards. In 1997, she made her film debut in Julia. In 1978, she won her first Primetime Emmy Award for a leading role in a miniseries, and received her first Oscar nomination for The Deer Hunter. She then continued to gain awards and critical praise for her work in the late 1980s and 1990s, but commercial success was varied, with the comedy Death Becomes Her and the drama The Bridges of Madison County, her biggest earners in that period. So with all that success, you might expect her to have a spouse similarly high up in the entertainment industry, but that's not the case. Her husband, Dawn Gummer, is a sculptor, and the pair have 4 children together. First, I'm going to thank Dawn because when you thank your husband at the end of a speech, they play him out with the music, and I want him to know that everything I value most in our lives you've given to me, Streep said in 2012 as she accepted the Best Actress Oscar for her role in The Iron Lady. Number 9, Alec Baldwin and Hilaria Thomas. Baldwin and Thomas were first introduced in February 2011 at Pure Food and Wine, a since-closed vegan restaurant in Union Square. As Thomas recapped the event for the couple's New York Times wedding announcement, "I was standing near the door with my friends when he walked up and took my hand and said, 'I must know you.'" Thomas was 27 years old and working as an instructor at Yoga Vida, a studio she helped open upon graduating from NYU. "I saw right away that she was very dedicated," Baldwin told The Times. Quote, "She's the yoga queen of the village." Number 8, Paul Rudd and Julie Yeager. After his first breakout role in Clueless in 1995, Rudd moved to New York and, on the advice of Amy Heckerling, the film's director, got a publicist. When he arrived in the city, Rudd went straight to his publicist's office, where Yeager also worked as a publicist herself. As Rudd was late for an audition, Yeager offered to drop Rudd's bags at his friend's apartment. A few days later, hardly knowing a single soul in Manhattan, he asked her out for lunch, and the rest, as they say, is history. Number 7, Jon Stewart and Tracy McShane. Stewart met then veterinary technician McShane on a blind date at a Mexican restaurant in 1996, just 1 month after Stewart was fired from a show on MTV. "It's a fairy tale from my end," McShane told Oprah. "I had just gotten out of a 7-year relationship. I was depressed and my friends were trying to set me up all the time. After a bad date, they'd ask, 'What are you looking for?' I had discovered the Jon Stewart show, so I said, 'Someone funny and sweet like Jon Stewart.'" As fate would have it, McShane's roommate at the time was working as a production assistant on Wishful Thinking and played matchmaker when Stewart stopped by the set. In February 1990, Stewart proposed to McShane through the New York Times, having enlisted the newspaper's crossword puzzle editor for help. Among the clues specific to the couple, the answers to Valentine's Day request and recipient of the request were "Will you marry me?" and "Tracy." Number 6, Matt Damon and Luciana Barroso. Matthew Damon is an American actor, film producer, and screenwriter, ranked among Forbes' most bankable stars. The films in which he has appeared in have collectively earned over $3.88 billion at the North American box office, making him one of the highest grossing actors of all time. He has received various awards and nominations, including an Academy Award and 2 Golden Globe Awards, in addition to nominations for 3 British Academy Film Awards, 6 Screen Actors Guild Awards, and 7 Primetime Emmy Awards. Damon began his acting career by appearing in high school theater productions. He then made his professional acting debut in the film Mystic Pizza in 1988. He continued acting in Courage Under Fire in 1996 and The Rainmaker. He soon gained prominence in 1997 when he and Ben Affleck wrote and starred in Good Will Hunting, which won them the Academy and Golden Globe Awards for Best Screenplay. But what about his love life? Well, Damon met Luciana Barroso, then a bartender at Miami's Crowbar, when he was in town filming Stuck on You. After a long day of shooting, some crew members invited Damon to get a drink. They said, "Come on," and kind of dragged me along, Damon told Ellen DeGeneres in 2011. "I literally saw her across a crowded room, and 8 years and 4 kids later, that's my life. I don't know how else our paths would have crossed if that didn't happen. The moral of the story, when you're tired, suck it up and go to the bar and you might meet your wife," says Damon. Number 5, Jerry Seinfeld and Jessica Sklar. Sklar was a newlywed at the Reebok gym on the Upper West Side, wearing headphones and filling a water bottle when she met Seinfeld. I was going through a difficult time and I was approached by Jerry Seinfeld, and he attempted to make me laugh. And I was really not interested in being entertained at the moment. He came around again and said something funny, and I actually had a laugh. At the time, Sklar was a PR executive for Tommy Hilfiger and had just married Eric Niederlander. When they were wed, guest invitations were styled after playbills and indicated Sklar was making her Broadway debut. Soon after meeting Seinfeld, Sklar broke things off with her marriage and became engaged to Seinfeld a year later, after he proposed at Soho's Balthazar. Number 4, Reese Witherspoon and Jim Toth. The Oscar-winning actress first crossed paths with a talent agent at a friend's party when a drunk guest was hitting on her and Toth intervened. He was like slurring, scrolling, pointing finger in her face, "You don't know me," Witherspoon recalled in a 2012 interview. Jim came over and said, "Please excuse my friend, he's just broken up with someone." Witherspoon and Toth hit it off and were married the next year. Since then, Toth has continued his career as an agent at the Creative Artists Agency in Los Angeles, where he has represented everyone from Scarlett Johansson to Robert Downey Jr. and Matthew McConaughey. Number 3, Patrick Dempsey and Gillian Fink. The Grey's Anatomy star found his match at Fink's Salon Deluxe in 1994, when the hairstylist noticed there was an appointment under the name Patrick Dempsey. She wrote it off as a joke. "I was shocked," Fink said of her surprise when Patrick Dempsey himself came in for a trim, "but at the same time I was happy because he was so cute." Both were in relationships with other people, and it took 3 years of regular haircuts before the two actually got together. Number 2, Anne Hathaway and Adam Schulman. Hathaway met Schulman, an actor/jewelry designer, at the Palm Springs Film Festival in 2008, through a mutual friend. Their chemistry was so apparent that Hathaway told her pal, "I'm going to marry that man." "I think he thought I was a little nuts, which I am a bit, but I'm also nice," Hathaway has said. "I knew from the second I met him that he was the love of my life." While Schulman's acting career hasn't mirrored the same success as his wife, aside from a part in the 2015 Meryl Streep dramedy, Ricky and the Flash, and producing Song 1, which Hathaway also starred in. He has a jewelry line called James Banks. He even helped design Hathaway's ethically sourced 6-carat diamond engagement ring when he proposed in 2011. Number 1, Jennifer Lawrence and Cook Maroney. Jennifer Lawrence is an American actress, the world's highest paid actress in 2015 and 2016. Her films have grossed over $6 billion worldwide to date. She appeared in Time's 100 Most Influential People in the World list in 2013, and the Forbes Celebrity 100 list from 2013 to 2016. She made her film debut with a supporting role in the dramedy Garden Party in 2008, and had her breakthrough playing a poverty-stricken teenager in the independent mystery drama Winter's Bones in 2010. Lawrence's career progressed with starring roles as the mutant Mystique in the X-Men film series, and Katniss Everdeen in the Hunger Games film series. And her love life is just as interesting. Lawrence and the art dealer Cook Maroney embody power couple style, to the point where it's hard to believe they met through a mutual friend only in 2018. 1 year later, they got married to a 150-person ceremony in Rhode Island, to which the bride wore Dior, of course. But that is all, and thanks for watching.